Welcome to Básico Inglés 4.0, the radio show with Kyle Miller. Following class by class, step by step, the material of Básico Inglés 4.0 on Aprende Inglés TV. Class 88. Let's go! Beginner. Yes, welcome to Class 88. Getting started with a review. As always, a review of the previous class, Class 87. So we've been looking at the first conditional, which is the conditional, the future conditional, where we're using will. I'll do it if you help me. They'll come if you call them. We'll go out if it doesn't rain. The first conditional, the future conditional. We've been looking at this structure and practicing. In the last class, we were talking about negative answers. Yeah, negative answers. So, will you go out if it rains? No, I won't go out if it rains. Okay. Will you quit your job if they reduce your salary? No, I won't quit my job if they reduce my salary. I won't. Won't. So will in the affirmative, in the negative, will not, which we contract to won't. Will they start as soon as the class is over? This is like saying when, cuando, but we say as soon as the class is over, en cuanto termine la clase. Will they start as soon as the class is over? No, they won't start as soon as the class is over. So here we are practicing with negatives. Will we learn if we quit now? No, we won't learn if we quit now. Will this glass break if it falls? It's made of plastic. No, it won't break if it falls. It won't. So yes, it will. No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. It won't break if it falls. It won't break if it falls. A few days ago, I talked about I talked about can and can't. I can cook tortilla. I can't cook tortilla. I can drive a car. I can't drive a car. And we noticed, and we discussed, how can't receives an extra intonation, receives a stress on the syllable. I can't drive a car. I can't fly an airplane. It receives a stress that the affirmative does not usually receive. And it's the same here. It's the same with will and won't. I'll be here tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. Okay? I'll drive the car. I won't drive the car. So this will and won't is essential in our first conditional structure. I'll do it when I can. I won't do it when I can. Okay? He'll come if you pay him. He won't come if you pay him. I'm exaggerating, as I often do. I'm exaggerating the pronunciation, the stress. But I recommend that at your current level, I recommend that you exaggerate a little bit the stress on the negatives so that you will be clearly understood. So that, ¿para qué? So that you will be clearly understood. Just today, one of my students today told me, Kyle, I'm sorry, but I can come to class tomorrow. And I said, what's the problem if you can come? She said, no, I cannot. Oh, you can't. You can't. It's very common in Spanish, well, among Spanish people, I have to be honest, to not stress the last syllable. Where do we live? Madrid. Where did your D go? Madrid. Madrid, right? We have to pronounce the last syllable. And I heard, I can't come to class. Where's the T? I can't. I can't. Can't. You have to stress that sound. You have to pronounce it at least. So if you're not pronouncing it, if you have a problem that maybe you're not going to pronounce that T on can't, or the will not, or won't, the T of won't. Well, you have to you have to pronounce it, but also if you're not good at pronouncing it strong, then you have to emphasize the word, stress the word to compensate for that, so that you can be understood, particularly in those negative structures, right? These things, this intonation will help you to be better understood, okay? So, will we get wet if it rains? No, we won't get wet if it rains. No, we won't get wet if it rains because we're going to stay inside. We won't get wet if it rains. In the affirmative, yes, we'll get wet if it rains. The negative, no, we won't get wet if it rains. The intonation is very important, okay? Very important, this intonation, okay? So remember that. Now, moving on, we were practicing also with the interrogative. So the interrogative, ask me, pregúntame, ask me if Richard Brown will write more books if he has ideas. Ask me. Kyle, will Richard Brown write more books if he has ideas? Will Richard Brown write more books if he has ideas? Yes, he will. Yes, he'll write more books if he has ideas. Ask me if I'll keep working if they pay me. Kyle, will you keep working if they pay you? Yes, of course. I'll keep working if they pay me. Ask me if I'll keep working if they don't pay me. Kyle, will you keep working if they don't pay you? No, because I have to eat, you know? I love my job, I do. Me encanta. I love my job. I love hosting this radio show. I love my job. But I need money. I need to eat. I need to cover my expenses. So no, I won't keep working if they don't pay me. Ask me if she'll call if she needs help. Will she call if she needs help? Yes, she'll call if she needs help. Okay. Ask me if my brother will call if he has a problem. Kyle, will your brother call if he has a problem? Yes, he'll call if he has a problem. He'll call if he has a problem, sure. Will he? Yes, he will, right? So will coming first. So we have this change in word order when we form the interrogative. This is very important. Word order, okay? I will stay home if it rains. In the interrogative, will you stay home if it rains? Will you? Will you? So the will coming first. The change in word order. This is essential for forming questions in English. Okay? Word of the day. Oh, yes, it is time for our word of the day. Hoy en día. Nowadays. Nowadays. One word, nowadays. 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 Nowadays, kids all seem to play video games. Videojuegos. They have video game consoles. They play those video games. Nowadays, kids use the internet. When I was young, there was no internet. Nowadays, kids use the internet. Nowadays, kids play video games. Hoy en día. Nowadays. Yeah, nowadays, I don't think kids read books very much. Nowadays, kids don't play outside as much as they used to. It's true, because they play these video games all the time. And I think could cause some health problems, right? This causes health problems. Kids don't get as much exercise. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the future. Again, Kyle? Otra vez? Pues sí, again, the future, because the future is important. This time, I'm going to talk about the future with going to. Going to plus infinitive. I'm going to talk about the future. So I'm going to, voy a. You're going to, vas a. Or vais a, if it's plural. He's going to, él va a. She's going to, ella va a. It's going to, ello va a. We're going to, vamos a. They're going to, van a. Okay? The future with going to. Now, we have seen, hemos visto, we have seen the future with will and conditional structures with that, with will. We've seen the present continuous used as future. I'm going to Barcelona tomorrow. I'm flying to Canada next summer. Present continuous plus some reference to the future. Now we're looking at the future with going to. Going to plus infinitive. Very simple structure. I'm going to, he's going to, we're going to, plus infinitive. Very, very easy. A very easy way to speak in the future. The future with going to is used with planned actions or stated intentions, let's say. However, the future with will is typically used for spontaneous things. The telephone rings. Oh, I'll get it. Don't worry, I'll get it. Okay? I'm not going to say, I'm going to get it. No. It's too spontaneous. Well, I'll get it. Or I dropped my pen. Whoa. Don't worry, I'll get it. We use the future with will, also always, as we've just been practicing, with the first conditional. But now going to is more for planned actions, okay? So, answer my questions. Give me affirmative answers. Are you going to drive there? Yes, I'm going to drive there. Are you going to call her? Yes, I'm going to call her. Are you going to go home after work? Yes, I'm going to go home after work. Are you going to see your friends this weekend? Yes, I'm going to see my friends this weekend. Are you going to do your homework? Yes, I'm going to do my homework. Are you going to make dinner tonight? Yes, I'm going to make dinner tonight. Are you going to buy a new car? Yes, I'm going to buy a new car. Is Alberto going to come to the studio tomorrow? Yes, Alberto is going to come to the studio tomorrow. Is Fitz going to teach classes next week? Yes, Fitz is going to teach classes next week. Yes, he is going to. Plus infinitive. I am going to teach classes next week. He is going to teach classes next week. Layla, she is going to teach classes next week. We are going to teach classes next week. Alberto is going to be on the radio tomorrow. I'm going to be on the radio tomorrow. Richard's going to be on the radio tomorrow. Layla is going to be on the radio tomorrow. Hannah, I think Hannah also is going to be on the radio tomorrow. Yes, many of us are going to be on the radio tomorrow. Yes. Very good. Okay, no problem. Not a difficult structure. But don't worry because we will be practicing this. So don't worry. Let's move on to our vocabulary. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. Nota, the first word, nota. Note. Note. Nada. Nothing. Nothing. Pago. Pago? Payment. Payment. Foto. Pues qué fácil, ¿no? Photo. But in English, photo, PH. The PH sound makes an F sound. Photo. Photo. P-H-O-T-O. Like phone. P-H-O-N-E. De color rosa. Pink. Pink. So we had note, nothing, payment, photo, and pink. Okay, no problem. Right? Very easy. Okay, let's move on and take a look at our translation. Yes, let's take a look at our translation. Our translation list. List number 22 today. Number 1, en voz alta, siempre en voz alta conmigo. ¿Dónde está el mío? Where's mine? Where's mine? Number 2, estos no son de ellos. These aren't theirs. Number 3, los de ellos son los azules. Theirs are the blue ones. Number 4, los míos están en el rincón. Mine are in the corner. Mine are in the corner. Number 5, los tuyos están allí. Yours are over there. Yours are over there. Number 6, los de ella están detrás de los tuyos. Hers are behind yours. Number 7, los de él están delante de los míos. His are in front of mine. Number 8, los nuestros son los caros. ¿Cómo es? En voz alta. En voz alta conmigo. Ours are the expensive ones. Los nuestros. Ours are the expensive ones. Number 9. Los de ella son los baratos. Hers are the cheap ones. Hers are the cheap ones. Number 10. ¿Cuáles son los tuyos? ¿Estos o aquellos? Which ones are yours? These or those? Number 11. ¿Cuál es el tuyo? ¿Este o aquel? Which one is yours? This one or that one? Finally, number 12. ¿Dónde están los de ella? Where are hers? Los de ella, hers. Very good. Well done. We are out of time, but thank you so much for listening. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I hope you'll join me for the intermediate class. It's going to be great. See you soon. Bye-bye.